Good evening. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm John Meyer in for Scott Schaefer. The guilty verdict came down this evening for two young men accused of killing an illegal immigrant in Shenandoah. Tonight, both are guilty of a federal hate crime. It is a case that has created strong emotions on both sides, and we will have reaction in just a minute. But first, we focus on the verdict from federal court. Guilty on all charges. A van hauled away Derrick Donchak and Piekarsky from the federal courthouse in Scranton. After a jury found both guilty, a judge ordered them into custody. Hours earlier, the pair showed up free men with their families, hopeful a jury would put this case behind them. Instead, they now face the possibility of life in prison. That jury deliberated 6 hours and declared that Donchak and Piekarsky violated Luis Ramirez's civil rights by beating the illegal Mexican immigrant to death 2 years ago in Shenandoah. They are guilty of a federal hate crime.
We are very disappointed in the verdicts of the jury, and an appeal will be filed at the proper time, which is after the imposition of sentence.
Family members of the two had nothing to say as they left court. Through Facebook, we get a glimpse into how the day went for Derrick Donchak. He posted bits about the trial every day. On this final day, he posted faith in the hands of 12 people. Then one final post, verdict, to which friends quickly responded with shock. Donchak faces a stiffer sentence. He was also convicted of charges related to a cover-up. Last year, in county court, both Donchak and Piekarsky were cleared of the most serious charges against them. But this time, they hung their heads when the federal guilty verdict was read.
They were obviously upset in the courtroom, as anyone would be, regardless of their age, when a verdict of this kind with these dire consequences is returned by a jury.
Needless to say, disappointed today walking away, Jim?
Oh, definitely, but the fight's not over.
And again, Derrick Donchak and Piekarsky are in custody until they are sentenced. That is scheduled for January 24th in federal court. They face possible life in prison.